Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. And as always, we are looking at the top Reddit posts here on the Factorio subreddit for the last week. If you're new to the channel, you maybe haven't seen this previously, obviously, if you're new. And yeah, so what we do is we do look at the top posts, usually the first page of posts here for the past week, sorted by top, just to kind of see some cool stuff that's presented, and I just share my thoughts and talk about it, and show you guys, maybe if you don't browse Reddit much, you can kind of get a look at this stuff too, because there's a lot of good things, really interesting bases, designs, cool fan art, funny stuff. So let's get started here. So long, and thanks for all the fish. So this is a fantastic fan art by Herusa, or H. Rusa, and this is so great. I love the Spidertron here. This definitely is like steampunky. Reminds me of something from an anime like Castle in the Sky or Howl's Moving Castle or something. Actually, kind of reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle. So yeah, but this is so great. We can kind of see some factories, some big like pipes or tubes here, rocket blasting off, and of course she's holding the fish, which I think is fantastic. And this person wants to know the version without text. I actually went to my spaghetti gallery page and added a download button to streamline the process. Never stopped optimizing. So here we go. We can download that. It's pretty awesome. May have to grab that. Celebration of 1.0 launch. The feeling when you miss Friday Facts already. I love how they're using the water as a teardrop. But yes, the Community Friday Facts I think is going to be a great thing. But of course, I do really miss the developer, official Friday Facts. It's going to be very weird not having it. Friday Facts was my favorite thing about Friday. I love the insight one got for their love programming and optimization. I completely agree. I would wake up every Friday and read it. Of course, I had to do it for video, but I enjoyed doing it. So I also read it because I enjoyed doing it along with needing to read it. So it was really nice because I would always wake up and be like, oh, I wonder what they're going to do this week. But yeah. Yes, I think this could I think the community one could be fantastic once they get a site up and stuff. I think it'll be really cool. Star Island without enemies, including oil and uranium. So this is really nice. This is well protected. Obviously, it's not connected to any mainland. In fact, a lot of these just look like other islands almost, and tons and tons of resources. Holy moly! In fact. Yeah, you're gonna be hard pressed to build your base without building on a resource patch here. This is pretty ridiculous. Here's a map seed, map string. Give me the beanie. That's very nice. I like to play with biters, and I'm very bad. I mean, very bad to fight them in early game. I will try rampant with this map. Yeah, rampant would be interesting because rampant makes it way harder, but you can kind of build up to whatever point you want and then connect the mainland, and you can like be better prepared, which is pretty cool. Anti-productivity module Fidget device. Ah, yes. This is fantastic. I love this so much. Oh my god, there's like multiple different Fidget options in gadgets and sections on this. This is so cool. I'm a huge fan. Yes, that is anti-productivity. For sure. I will take an order of one, please. Should be an efficiency module just so they have a purpose. It's a very good point. They do technically reduce pollution. They reduce power usage, which can be nice. It's part of how they reduce pollution, but still. Could be, I think, maybe a little more useful efficiency modules. When the only thing in the way of your base is a shared base. Ah, nice. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the very same. Well, I happen to be off tomorrow if you fancy taking a break from Factorio to play some Factorio. Oh man, that sounds great. Why would you not come? Depends on the snack situation. This guy gets it. I'm afraid all we've got is fish and green chips, but we hope to have red chips very soon. Oh man, red chips is like barbecue. Take some of those green ones, maybe some sour cream and onion. Oh, well, those are my favorite kind of chips. Probably put a good 500 plus hours in and never touch the multiplayer button. And I think a lot of people are like that. Multiplayer is fantastic, but there's so much to do in single player. I can see how you can just get consumed with that before even considering, or without considering multiplayer. 1.0 party time. What are my Spidertron talents? Oh man, look at him go. Look at those dance moves. Rule, insert number here. Every new feature in the game is abused to death. Yes. After Death 2. Finally got my first Spidertron 40 minutes ago. I put the Spidertron research ahead of all else on this fresh 1.0 save. I barely squeezed through a squarely. Yeah, I barely squeezed enough yellow science out of my botched together base to get the task done, and I hadn't even done Power Armor Mark II yet. I immediately ripped all the models out of my Power Armor and shoved all of them in Spidertron, shields, laser, roports, solar panels, etc. Then I realized Spidertron doesn't need that last one, and I need the last 3. So there was a squatting in the dark waiting for another reactor to finish and realizing I should have gone to bed 2 hours ago. You go to bed, Factorio must grow. Yeah, amateur going to bed. I was fitting my smeltery setup on the go, and I accidentally created a very satisfying layout. Ooh, oh man. This is quite nice. Oh man, I really, really like this. Yeah, it's functional, very functional, aesthetically pleasing, compact. This is one of the better belt designs I've seen. This is, I really like, it's just so smooth. Like, each one comes out one by one. No, like, weird curvy belts going on, and then the ore's coming in the other way. So it's actually an interesting setup of ore coming in the same side that plate exports. I would say that's a more rare method of doing it. You definitely see it, but not as much as ore coming in one side and then plate coming out the opposite side. So this is really nice. Our Factorio has hit 200,000 engineers. This was 5 days ago. We're now up to 200,000, 500 almost. The subreddit must grow. Does the subreddit pollute and destroy other subreddits? We wouldn't carry the way, but I'm interested. Oh my gosh. I just love this game. Oh, we got oil. Happy American noises. Now we need to defend our oil from the natives or bring the oil to them on fire. Start a research flamethrower. Oh, this is hilarious. By the way, I thought I'd say that I'm really sorry if this post breaks the rule of low quality posting, but I just thought this interaction in the game was really funny and wanted to share. I think this is worth sharing. I'm glad I saw it because it's pretty hilarious. Sad biter noises. Yeah, you know, the premise of the game is actually really dark in terms of how we interact with biters and stuff. But there can be some funny parts come out of it. Does anyone else want the beacons to link up into spaghetti trenches? Well, maybe not quite like that exactly. But yeah, I hate it. I love it. In general, it'd be really cool if more buildings could seamlessly connect together like this. It kind of already happens with belts, pipes, beacons would be a nice mix. Next step, sorry. One detail I would love to see is electric device actually connecting to power poles. I completely agree. I think that would be really neat if like a wire actually came down from the power pole onto buildings. I think that would be cool, but it would probably maybe be hard to do and pretty messy visually, I'd imagine. How to print a new mining outpost in seconds. Whew. Yeah, man, this thing's cranking. Getting all that placed down there. Dude, this is crazy. You're gonna need a lot of bots to build this, sir. Oh, wow, that's so sweet. This is, I think, using the grid feature, the new grid feature of Blueprints to be able to post them down, like, really quickly without them just kind of overlapping over and over and over again. Printing finished at 42 seconds. Dude. This is impressive. They make use of the new grid feature. Okay, yeah. So, which is the reason why you can just drag them while still pacing over trees, rocks. This grid feature is so helpful for quick blueprint placement. I love it. I hear you like worms. So, there's a rainbow worm. Oh, man, I like this a lot. What was will be what will be was the worm loves us. Having fun with Bob Angel, aren't we? Yes. Well, I tried. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, of course someone tries this. It's just gonna clip through, right? I think they needed to move it like upwards on the screen a little bit to see for sure. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it just clips through. That should have worked. Time to report a bug. Spiders aren't bugs, though. They're arachnids, huh? Oh, this gives me the creeps. Okay. I hate spiders. Uh, I mean, it's worth a try, right? I have a legitimate complaint. If you program for a living, Factorio feels like work. That is an interesting complaint. I mean, I've been playing Factorio for a while, and I've been programming for a while, and it's just something that I keep noticing is the game feels almost exactly like work. You spend all day piecing together this complex web of things that finally make the machine go, and then out of the blue, bugs. They came out of nowhere to ev up your whole world, your whole day, and they aren't even your bugs. It wasn't even your fault. The only real mistake you made in both the game and real life was not building a complete enough wall of laser death towers to kill everyone so that you can live in a world of only machines. I'm a code monkey for a living because I enjoy it. Factorio feels like work, but without deadlines or hard requirements, so it's just relaxing. That's a really good point. When you don't have hard requirements and deadlines and like people breathing down your neck, except maybe the biters, I think it could be relaxing, even if it's very similar to the work you do. Literally unplayable. Raw fish cannot be used as a weapon. Yes, I disagree. Never seen someone be beat to death with a fish. You ever considered building a weapon out of your fish, like a giant remote-controlled spider with rocket launchers? Or maybe a huge fish tank. Yeah. I beg to differ. Oh my god. A sprout sprung up. Oh no. He's got him addicted early. Isn't that good? Have you considered building a weapon out of your... Oh, wait. That's the wrong post. I could have sworn I clicked this one. Whispers, tell him to press Alt. Yes, Alt is very important. It will help you so much. To show advanced info on like the ways inserters are facing what's being made in machines. Moment of appreciation. We can do this to a train wagon in Depart on Full Cargo. Still works exactly as you want it to. Yes, this is something I think that should be very much appreciated. That you can block out sections of the cargo wagon, and it actually counts it as basically like eliminating that part of it, so that when you say depart on full cargo, even technically the wagon isn't full, it counts as full because it's just saying, okay, well, this like part just doesn't even exist, basically. The fact this works is should be really well commended, I think. Like how the Factorio devs actually love their player base. It's like the devs actually regularly play the game, so they understand these little quality of life things a long time. WoW player, this has taken a long time to comprehend. It's weird switching between Satisfactory and Factorio. One game is pretty and lush, and the other has all the QOL things you grow used to having. Also, the fact that you can put forward suggestion that Wooby will actually get around implementing on a scale of weeks to a month, as opposed to years or never. The dedication is unprecedented. I agree. Been over this again and again. The devs are fantastic. Their dedication, their commitment, their interaction with the community is just brilliant. And and they do play the game. There's multiple devs. I mean, I've toured like 3 or 4 bases of one of the devs, V, and he builds crazy spaghetti bases. I think one of his bases is like one of the posters for Factorio, or actually one of the Steam images, and like stuff like that. I mean, definitely plays and like messes around with so much stuff where they actually kind of know, what may need to change in the game rather than just looking at it from a programming standpoint. Alt F4.1, we need you. So this is the Friday Facts we went over. That has its own dedicated video I did, so can pass by that. A drawing my friend who's never played Factorio made to celebrate the 1.0 launch. 1.0 released? Jolly good, jolly good. Wow, this is really good. Like, artwork here, man. New biter level, Monarch biters. Oh no. Need a mod that makes all biters like this and also changes their audio to jolly good, good show. That'd be pretty funny. Watching the biters roast is mesmerizing. Over the last 50 hours, the biters have progressed 4 tiles down. I wonder if they will eventually reach my wall. Potentially. Watching these bodies just pile up is somewhat disturbingly entertaining. I always build my wall all the way around. First line flame, second laser, last resort guns. The way you build the groups. That way, the big groups are roasted, then survivors are lasered only if big attacking guns give additional firepower. My only complaint with doing it this way is gun turrets have the shortest range, so like, he basically, they just said like as a last resort, but the gun turrets are just like, by the time the gun turrets can even reach anything to shoot, I think you're already in really big trouble. Because they have the shortest range. If these gun turrets are way back here, like they're not gonna even be able to shoot anything until the biters are on top of your wall. Which maybe, I mean, it's a last resort. I mean, that's you know, that's exactly what they're hoping for. But I personally like doing something like this. Usually, I put lasers in front, and then flame turrets. And usually, if I put gun turrets, I'll just mix them in with the lasers. Like I'll just do like laser gun, etc., and then flames behind them to just kind of mix the damages. New contest. What's the longest you can get a Spidertron leg? Oh dear. A Spidertron looks very uncomfortable. It checks on how you do it because these guys got it to over 1,024 tiles. Come again? Stand on a belt and normal surface on either side of the water. Oh, like attempt to keep on some surface but are pushed further and further away. Okay. Oh my god, look at these legs. Oh, of course someone broke the game like this. Guess that's a winner then until it gets patched. It provided it theoretically imminent, but they didn't actually reach imminent, so anyone can break their record. Indeed. Simple demo of coal power generation from an isolated power grid. So we have capped separate power networks. Could use a power switch. Rest of base connects over here. Power only for miners and boilers here. This is really smart. It's like a very rudimentary like way to do it. That's not an insult. That's like, because like early game you don't have power switches. So this is really nice. I think having your miners and stuff and power for the ability to fuel your boilers on a separate power grid is extremely important. Although of course if your coal runs out, I mean it doesn't really matter because and this isn't going to be fueled anyway. But almost lost my entire factory due to a brownout and my inserters wouldn't power my boilers. This will definitely be helpful. Yes, this is what I say a lot in my videos. I always use burner inserters. They feed fast enough and they grab fast enough once the belt is saturated. Yes, and then you don't have this issue where your inserters won't power boilers when power's off if some coal does manage to make it down the line. Okay, that was the wrong button. Blueprints. Octagonal train grid, battle tested, runs my Megabase. Holy moly. This is absolutely fantastic. Warehouses mod, it looks like. Dude, this is so cool. I actually thought this was water. I'm gonna be honest. I thought these solar panels were water here for a good few seconds. They are just cramming everything in here. Oh my god, can I just ogle at this? Look at all these buffer chests. I want to see a mini-map view of this. They made this so nice and pretty. This is super satisfying. It's one super sexy grid. I'm jealous. At some point during the building of the V1 base, I realized that the square area in the middle is pretty much exactly the same size as the interior of a large Factorio Reddit building. Interesting, so you could actually build completely recursively starting on the outside and basically regard this as the ground floor of your factory building. That's pretty sweet. Hey Red Circuits, I hate this game. What? Got the game about a month ago. After a couple of retries, I was able to launch my rocket for the 1.0 release. Just a few minutes ago, I launched my first 1.0 rocket, not peaceful mode. No Spidertron yet, though. Progress is always slow because there's always not enough red circuits once they hit yellow and blue science. Sorry, purple science. I always have a red circuit shortage. It turns out it's because I'm not producing enough green circuits because there's not enough iron or copper plate by then or supply isn't adequate. So basically, you're just playing Factorio, and it's driving me insane. 10 out of 10, 11 hate the game. Factory must grow to meet the needs of the growing factory. You always need more iron. This is the one rule. This is the way. One simple solution. Build more red circuits. And build more iron. Always build more iron. Perfect cliffs don't exist. The rarest type of cliff. The cliff upvote. Yes. 10 out of 10 would cliff explode. Oh my god. An arrow for an arrow. Good sir. Imagine if it was first a downvote cliff and up flipped it. Deception 100. Oh dear. So there we go, guys. There's the Reddit Weekly. Some really cool stuff. I love this fan art so much. I'm a sucker for fan art, fan creations for Factorio, or really any game in general. Some really cool base designs. This one here is pretty amazing. Some hilarious Spidertron stuff, some good appreciation for the game, and you know, pulling the kids in early here. I think that's gonna do it though. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and leave your thoughts below. As always, I do enjoy reading them. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. I hope you enjoyed, and until next video, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.